Debbie Pask here, and I wanted to talk about the power places that you can create in your work or home or life, or what I call sacred space around really getting some projects achieved. Let's talk a little bit about 101 energy and how energy works. If you think about energy being like its own thought form or life form, so what starts as a thought, think about this paper. Started off as a thought, went to a paper mill, created paper, now there's a piece of paper in front of me. So something that started as a thought can become a life form or an actual object. Same thing with thoughts around work. So if you're at work or your desk or your office space, thoughts that you're feeling, thinking and doing every day, they start to grow in energy. So that thought starts as a thought form and it becomes like a little thought form, like a bubble of energy. Could be around a project or an idea or a task. And then as it's fed, as you have more similar thoughts, whether it's just say they're emails or administration that you're doing at your desk. The more emails that you get and the more administration and the more you start to create that energy, that thought form grows into more of a life form or an energy. And that life form only knows its own creation. So it starts to go, okay, this desk here is where I do emails and administrative tasks and things like that. So it starts to grow. So all of a sudden, the energy and the space around your office or your desk becomes one of administration, emails, calls, doing quick related administrative tasks. Energy really does start to have its own program. So what happens is when you sit down at your desk or your office space where you're doing emails, it goes, this is email time. I know what my creation is. So it puts you into that mode of thinking, which is that beta brain, administrative, day-to-day typing brain. So what happens when you want to do a creative project at that desk, or you want to write something creative or think something creative? It actually is a little bit harder to get into that frame. Why? Because it knows its creation of administrative emails and tasks. It doesn't think about this energy that's the quantum space. And we know this exists. We've measured it. Look, they know what it is. We've measured it. We've looked at it. Where science is really caught up. So it's programmed. So it knows its creation as thought and admin, and you want to do something creative. So it's kind of bucking the energetic trend. And if you think about throughout time, this has happened all throughout time. There's sacred ceremonies done at certain ley lines in the land. There's places or churches, for example, know what their energetic program is. It's to worship some sort of energy or religion or spirituality or faith. So certain land points know what they're designed for. Stonehenge would have definitely known what it was designed for. So, we've done this for a long time. And I think that if we're going to really play with the natural laws of energy around creation, we need to think about, if I want to go write a book, which is what I didn't write it at my desk. I had to take my laptop and do it outside or in a cafe or in a lounge. So we need to start to utilize this space and go, okay, maybe I need to succeed. I need to set up a space for my creativity and creative thinking projects. That could be a cafe, it could be a park, it could be a lounge. I chose a lounge in my house. If I wanted to do a restoration area or a meditation area, that will be a different space. You should not meditate at your desk. Your desk is set up for probably administrative tasks, so you should be meditating elsewhere. So I think for you, if you can really tune into the space and the energy of setting things up, you might even actually in your office space, I would do this. I know that we did it in advertising. We would have creative rooms set up to brainstorm and to think that were different sort of furniture and colors and energies. So it might be really great for you to have space set up. This is the brainstorming problem solving room, or this is the creative thing room, or this is the meditation room. I think it's really important to really tune into space and to get it working for you, because it is energy. It does happen. There is gravity, laws of gravity and universal laws around what this means. So if you can tune into that and get your power place to do what you need to do, you're going to be so much more in line with natural energy. And it shouldn't be hard. We want to make it easier. So if you start practicing that, just be interesting to see how it changes how you create and do things in business. You may even have a sales call area where whenever you make a call there, it's a great sales outcome, and that then replicates that energy and feeds that energy. And just remember, that energy doesn't want to die. It wants to keep living. So it'll attract more of the same to that same space. Hope that helps. Thanks.